Hey everyone, Max here filling in for Nars. On today's fix, the king of the monsters might be coming to Call of Duty. Switch Online and PlayStation Plus are getting some changes after a government investigation, and we get a look at exactly how well CD Projekt Red's games have sold. Check out these motion graphics. Yesterday morning, the official Call of Duty Twitter account posted what can only be described as a terrible sound, but with a purposeful grimace, fans have pieced together some pretty strong evidence that it is none other than the king of the monsters himself, Godzilla. Twitter user and content creator Prestige is Key ran it through a spectrogram and discovered that there is a hidden message that spells out monsters are real, and then user B Playing Games pointed out that the noise itself is literally just a chopped up Godzilla sound effect, and then to support this theory, posted a link of a YouTube video of an hour-long loop of that noise, and I'm really not sure why anyone would want to listen to that, but hey, whatever helps you relax. I'm more of a Mothra man myself. In any case, Warzone's current area of operations is the island of Caldera, slap bang in the middle of Godzilla's stomping ground, or splashing ground in the Pacific Ocean, so an appearance wouldn't seem totally out of place, and if you're mad that an enormous kaiju is ruining the authentic military realism of Call of Duty, I think that went out the window a long time ago, fella. This is by no means the first big celebrity to make a special appearance in Call of Duty. We've seen all sorts of guest stars from Leatherface and Rambo to the recently announced Snoop Dogg, but Godzilla is definitely the biggest, literally, so it'll be interesting to see how he's implemented. My guess is he's going to carve a path of destruction across the map, letting off the occasional blast of atomic breath and giving the players an additional hazard to avoid besides each other. Or maybe they'll release a limited edition skin of a guy in a rubber Godzilla Jr. suit, which would be equally frightening. Surprises are fun, except when there's surprise charges on your credit card, and if you've ever subscribed to PlayStation Plus or Nintendo Switch Online, there's a good chance you've gotten one of those because you forgot to turn off annual auto-renewal. Well, good news, because the UK's Competition and Markets Authority just cracked the whip, and changes are being implemented in how both companies are charging subscribers. Sony will now contact longtime subscribers who haven't been active and show them how to cancel their subscription, and if those users don't cancel or return to the service, Sony will just stop taking payments altogether, which is nice. Nintendo, meanwhile, will now have the auto-renew turned off by default for new subscribers, so if they want surprise credit card charges in 2023, they have to opt in for that. Hopefully this kind of nosy government meddling becomes more widespread. I think we can all agree that the amount of subscription-based crap out there is bordering on overwhelming, and you know, if it's a problem for you, there are multiple services which can help you track all the stuff you're being charged for monthly or yearly, but keep in mind that these subscription tracking services also charge a subscription fee. What a dumb future. Moving on, yesterday CD Projekt Red announced that The Witcher 3's next-gen versions were being delayed indefinitely, and today they gave us a reason why, because everybody has already played The Witcher 3. No, I'm kidding. They're probably fine-tuning the bubble bath mechanics and horse parkour AI, but in all seriousness, the Polish publisher did reveal some sales numbers for The Witcher 3. A whopping 40 million copies have been sold to date, and really that number is only going to go up whenever the next-gen versions do come out. But this latest tally puts it in the top 15 best-selling games of all time. Suck it, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Geralt is number 1. Or I guess number 13 or 14 or something. No one knows how many copies of Tetris are out there. It's a mystery. Cyberpunk 2077, meanwhile, is already at 18 million, so clearly that show of a launch didn't affect it that much, though it's unclear how many of those 18 million buyers also demanded refunds. As for what's next for CDPR, in addition to tightening up the graphics on Geralt's next-gen ponytail, they're also hard at work on the Cyberpunk 2077 expansion, which is targeting a 2023 launch. There's also the recently announced Unreal Engine 5 Witcher game, which is still probably at least half a decade off if their previous announcement to launch timelines are anything to go on. The teams working on the Gwent card game and the Witcher Monster Slayer mobile game continue chugging along, and there's also an unannounced project based on a CDPR franchise from the Molasses Flood, which is the studio behind Drake Hollow and The Flame in the Flood. But the juiciest bit of all this is that conceptual and research work is being done on unannounced games. So there you go. Breaking news, a video game studio that produced multi-million selling video games is continuing to make video games. Imagine that. That is your fix for April 14th, 2022. I actually put this shirt on before I heard the Call of Duty news, so if my shirts are in fact magic and able to grant Movie Monster video game crossover wishes, what shirt should I wear tomorrow? I'm hoping they put Xenomorphs in Forza Horizon, or maybe some Tremors Graboids in MLB The Show. Let me know in the comments, and if you want more gaming news, make sure you are following and subscribe to IGN. I'll see you next time. As Nars would say, stay fabulous.
With Nebula, the Nazis had unwittingly shaken something awake. Something far more powerful and fearsome than anything we could ever hope to comprehend.